Welcome to the world of short-term insurance. Picture this. You're in between jobs, excited about the future. But then you realize, what about my health insurance? Don't panic. That's where short-term insurance comes in to help. It's designed to be your safety net, that temporary coverage that bridges the gap when you need it most. These plans are perfect for those times when you're transitioning between jobs, waiting for a new health plan to start, or even aging out of your parents' insurance. So, if you're facing a temporary gap in coverage, remember, you've got options. Short-term insurance is there to lend a helping hand. All right, so we've talked about how short-term insurance can be a real lifesaver when you're in a bind. But it's important to remember that these plans are designed for temporary coverage, which means they might not cover everything. Short-term plans can still provide valuable coverage for unexpected events, like if you break a leg trying to recreate a TikTok dance. But they might have some exclusions. For example, things like pre-existing conditions, maternity care, or certain prescription drugs might not be covered. So, before you jump into a short-term plan, read the fine print and make sure you understand exactly what's covered and what's not. Okay, so we've talked about how short-term insurance is perfect for temporary situations, and we've discussed how it might not cover everything. Now let's talk about medical underwriting, which means that insurance companies like to get to know you a little better before they offer you coverage. You want to make sure everything is in good shape. Medical underwriting is like that for insurance companies. They want to understand your health history, any pre-existing conditions or past medical experiences you might have had. Now don't worry, it's not as scary as it sounds. They might ask about your medical history, any medications you're taking, or any recent surgeries you've had. This helps them determine your eligibility for coverage and figure out the cost of your premiums. So, when you're applying for short-term insurance, be prepared to answer some questions about your health. All right, so far we've covered a lot of ground. We've talked about short-term insurance, its limited benefits, and medical underwriting. Now let's tackle a topic that often causes confusion: ACA compliance. Short-term insurance plans aren't required to follow all the rules and regulations of the Affordable Care Act, also known as the ACA or Obamacare. While not being ACA compliant might sound like a bad thing, it also gives short-term plans some flexibility. For example, they might be able to offer lower premiums because they're not required to cover certain essential health benefits. However, it also means that they might not cover everything that ACA-compliant plans do. It's all about finding the right balance for your individual needs and circumstances. Okay, we're in the home stretch now. We've talked about short-term insurance being like a temporary safety net. It's limited benefits, medical underwriting, and ACA compliance. Now, let's wrap things up by talking about duration limits. Short-term insurance has specific rules about how long you can be covered. There are regulations that define the maximum duration for short-term health policies. In the past, you could get short-term insurance for up to 3 years. Thanks to some new regulations, the maximum duration for short-term health policies is now 3 months, with the possibility of renewing for 1 additional month. So that means you can have coverage for a total of 4 months. After that period, you'll need to explore other insurance options. It's important to plan ahead and understand your insurance needs. Well, that's it for today. We've discussed a lot about short-term insurance. Remember, it's important to find the right insurance for your needs. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Feel free to visit our website at www.coveragethatfitsyou.com. As independent agents contracted with many carriers, we welcome the opportunity to assist you in making a decision for a plan that fits you best. Please give a like if you enjoyed the information and subscribe for future insurance updates. Hope to hear from you soon.